Hey, how's it going? I'm Lazy Lotad, but you can always call me Matt, and today we'll be doing a tier list, specifically of final starter Pokemon tier list. I'm very excited to do this one. I haven't done a tier list in a while. I haven't done videos at all in forever, so I'm ready to jump in and start this tier list. But first, I'm gonna talk about how I'm gonna list these Pokemon or rate them from worst to best. It's based off my preferences. If I've ever used them in a playthrough, or if I have any memories of using them, or like what do I like about them, design wise. But yeah, that's how I'm gonna rate it, just based off what I like. So my opinion. And if you don't like my opinion, then go watch someone else. But it'll be very much appreciated if you watch the whole video. And yeah, let's just get right into it. Alright, so first off, we're gonna do Blaziken from Generation 3. Alright, let's see. Well, first we're gonna do this. So it's S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D, and F tier. So for Blaziken, I didn't really use Blaziken like that. Maybe I used Blaziken like once in my life of like playing Pokemon. But overall, I don't really have solid memories with this Pokemon. I do like the design. It's I believe it's the first fire. No, it is the first fire fighting type. The design is okay, I'm gonna say. It's not my favorite, but I'm gonna put it in B tier, a solid B. For Swampert, a water ground type. I believe it's based off of an axolotl, right? A water salamander, is that what it's called? It's like a water salamander or something, right? I do like it, but I prefer Mudkip over Swampert. I'm gonna put Swampert in also B tier for now. Actually, let me go back and say that my tier list might change throughout the video, so you should watch to the very end. Just in case, like, I move stuff around. But yeah, next one on the list. Wait, where's the Sceptile? Oh, Sceptile's on the bottom. Okay. For Torterra, oh man, I love the whole Turtwig line. Torterra is a really cool Pokemon. A pretty decent typing. It's based off a world turtle. It has a tree on its back and some spikes. I remember one of my first Pokemon toys was a Torterra. I think I got it from like McDonald's. It was one of those McDonald's toys that also came with a Pokemon card. But I had a Torterra. I don't know where it is anymore. But anyways, I'm gonna put this in a solid A tier right now. It's not my favorite, but it's a really cool design. Infernape, oh my god, let me tell you, Infernape is one of the best starters. That's my genuine opinion. No, that's not my opinion. That's fact. It's one of the best starters. It's firefighting. It's based off Son Goku. It has fire for hair. It's so cool. The whole Chimchar line is a really good set of starters. I'm gonna put him in S tier. Like, he's so cool. And then in the anime, when Ash uses him in was it Diamond and Pearl, and like he has like the blaze ability, so he basically goes Kaioken. It's so cool. It's really cool. Like, if you haven't watched, I believe it's the fight between Ash and Paul, and it's Ash's Infernape and Paul's Electivire. If you haven't watched that, what are you doing? That's one of the best Pokemon fights ever. But yeah, Empoleon, I'm gonna put him in C. I never really enjoyed the whole Piplup line. Empoleon's okay to me. I get where it's going. It's based off like a Trident, and it's based off like a Emperor Penguin. Cool. Water Steel is a really good typing, but I just never I never played with Empoleon. Like, I don't know. It seems okay design wise. Now for the Hisuian starter, what was this? Decidueye, Hisuian Decidueye. Um, if you go back and watch my live streams, that's on the channel. I record my live stream or my playthrough of Legends Arceus. I didn't pick Rowlet. I picked Hisuian Typhlosion or Cyndaquil. Um, for Decidueye, I honestly prefer regular Decidueye. The Grass Ghost, this one's, I believe, Grass Fighting. I do like the concept. I believe this is based off, like, what, like a Ronin? Like an old samurai, maybe? Like an old, like, distance, like a rogue, I'm pretty sure. I like the color. I do like the color. I just don't like the weird looking hat. And I don't like how you can see its feet. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm comparing like the regular Decidueye and the Hisuian version. I still like the Grass Ghost, but I'm gonna have to put it in C tier right now. Now, for the best starter in Legends Arceus, it's Hisuian Typhlosion. Fire Ghost is such a cool typing. Like, there's so many, like, there's a decent amount of Pokemon that I believe a decent amount of Pokemon that have Fire Ghost, right? Fire Ghost, was it Chandelier or Chandelure? And Chandelure and Typhlosion. I think I'm blanking on who else has it, but I really like how it looks. Like, I like Typhlosion, like regular Typhlosion as is, but when I saw like the leaks of Hisuian Typhlosion being a fire ghost type and it has purple flames, and then its move in the game, I think it's called like Infernal Parade or something. It just shoots out like purple fireballs at you. It's so cool. It's really cool. I love the color. I love how chill it looks compared to regular Typhlosion, because Typhlosion is like more like aggressive looking, while this Typhlosion is more like oh, I'm a little ghosty. I'm gonna chill out for a second. Like, it looks like it's having a good time on 420. Samurott. Oh, Hisuian Samurrott's really cool too. Water Dark. It's like a dark samurai. It still has the shells on its, like, what are those, feet, arms? Tell me in the comments if you consider those its feet or its arms. But yeah, I really like the crooked horn compared to regular Samurott, where it's like a regular, like, looking otter samurai thing, but then this looks like it's been through a rough time. Also, its special move is really cool too. I believe it's called Ceaseless Edge. It's just like a little like samurai, like, anime cut, like, you know, like, real quick. It's really cool. I'm gonna go A tier. It's a good design. Superior. Oh man, I remember when I want to say like a year ago, I replayed Black and White like 3 times. So I picked every starter again, or I picked every starter for a new playthrough, and I really enjoyed using Superior on my team with, I believe it can learn Coil and like Leaf Blade and Leaf Storm, and it was really good. It was a really good Pokemon. It's not that fast, but it's fast enough where it doesn't do a lot of damage, like what you would expect, but it carries if you just set up for a little bit. I'm gonna go with A tier because I'm biased, because I like Gen 5. Embor, Gen 5, love Gen 5, and then I'm gonna put all of them here. The Gen 5 starters, for me, in my opinion, are all like really good starters. Like Superior, I love the colors. I love like the regalness it looks like, or how it looks like. It's so regal and fancy looking. Embor, I just love how built it is. And then for Samurai, it's a water samurai that takes out swords from its arms. That's pretty cool. Venusaur, my boy Venusaur. My boy Venusaur. My boy. Listen, Bulbasaur is one of the best Pokemon. But Venusaur is like really it's honestly like I would love to just ride on the back of a Venusaur into battle, just and then use its frenzy plant. That'd be so cool. But yeah. And now we got what's his name? Chestnut. I'm gonna go with D tier. I never cared about Chespin and what's the other one? Paladin. I forgot the little hedgehog ball thing in the middle. Forgot his name. I never really liked the Chestnut line. Delphox, get out of here. Greninja, yo, if you don't like Greninja, what are you doing? Greninja is a really good Pokemon, a really good solid Pokemon. It's a frog ninja that shoots out shurikens, and we're just talking about base Greninja. Like if we're talking about like Battle Bond Greninja, that's dope. In the anime, he had a big shuriken. It's so cool. I really love the whole Forky line as well. I whenever I replay X and Y, I always pick Greninja. And for my first playthrough of it, when I was, I don't know, how old was I? Maybe like 12, 13, around that age. I started my journey with Froakie, because I saw the leaks. I saw the leaks when I was a kid of all the starters, and I was like, Froakie looks the best. And I was right. It's a water dark type. It was really fast. It had a really good move pool. Like it could use so many moves. It was so good, like a top tier starter. Decidueye, that Spirit Shackle move, super dope. And like its lore about being like a dead owl, and like I love when starters, I believe only a few. I think the only other starter that changes typing. Is it the only starter that changes typing? I think it's the only starter that changes typing like midway, because I believe Rowlet is grass flying, and then when it evolves into Decidueye, it turns into a grass ghost. I believe it's the only starter that does that. I might be wrong, but yeah, like I think it's really cool how it changed, and it tells a little story that like this owl is like it knows how to throw its leaves around and feathers around precisely, and then it just dies and it becomes a ghost archer owl. That's really cool. Incineroar is interesting. I like Litten. In the whole Litten line, I prefer like the little red cat. I like him. For Incineroar, it's okay. I'm gonna go with C. I like how it's based off like a heel, like in WWE, like an evil wrestler, like a bad guy wrestler. It's really cool. I like in Smash, it has a Alolan Whip. I just like how showboaty it is. I like how it does well in Smash. It shows off its moves. It feels like better than everyone else. I like that. But for design wise, it's a C for me. I just don't like the big mittens. Primarina, get out of here. We're not talking about you. Rillaboom. I'm not sure. Rillaboom is an interesting poke. Like I'm gonna say the whole Galar starters they're middle of the road, honestly. Rillaboom is like right here, and then Cinderace, I'm gonna go with B. Cinderace is okay. Rillaboom's okay. Inteleon, I'm gonna go with D. Like, it's not F. Like, it's not Primarina or Delphox. but it's like on par with Chestnut. Like it was very like depressing, like finding out that Sobble evolves into this thing. I just don't like its design. For Rillaboom, it's okay. It to me it doesn't look like a starter. It just looks like another like monkey Pokemon. It looks like another ape Pokemon that you would see like in a forest. It don't look like a starter to me. I do like the rocking hair. I do like the drums that it has, like the whole drum set. I do like the Gigantamax, but actually we're not talking about the Gigantamax, but we're talking about like um, base starters. But yeah, like I do like all their moves though. I like Cinderace's Pyro Ball. I love the animation where he kicks a pebble and like starts a fire and kicks that fireball into your face. I love Rillaboom's drum beating. I like just hits the ground and um, just just decimates the land. I love was it Snipe Shot from Inteleon. I just like the animation where he just kneels down and shoots. It's really cool, but all of them are pretty basic. I think the best one is Cinderace though. Yeah, Charizard. Charizard, I'm gonna go with A tier. A tier. He's not S tier for me. If I was my 10-year-old self, yeah, he's S tier. He went down because there's so many other starters that are better. Charizard, and also Charizard has been. I'm gonna say it. Charizard's like kind of overrated. Like he's still A tier. It's a fire dragon lizard thing, but like it's been overplayed. He has so many forms. He always gets like so much attention because he's a first gen starter. Now on to the Paldean starters. Oh man, I'm gonna go with Quaquaval first. Quaquaval is D tier for me. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah. Quaquaval. I like Quaquaval's typing, water fighting. I do not like Quaxley. Quaxley's weird. I don't like. Was it Quaxwell? Quaxwell's weird. Quaquaval. I do like the dancing though. I like when you pop it out of the Pokeball and like just starts, like salsa dancing or whatever, and it does a spin. I do like its special move. Um, However, I do not like the design. The design is horrid. It's not as bad as Delphox and Primarina, but Quaquaval is. If I had to, like, if I had to pick, like in D tier, if I had to pick starters that were in D tier, I would pick Inteleon over Quaquaval and Chestnut. Like I don't know, Quaquaval does not like. I don't get why people like it. uh, I picked. Well, let me say this. In my Scarlet and Violet Let's Play, it's on my YouTube. It's I have the whole series. All of them are like 7 to 8 hours. If you want to watch it, go right ahead. But I picked Sprigatito, and I evolved into Meowscarada, and I think Meowscarada is a solid A tier. I like the grass dark typing. I like how it's supposed to be based off like a magician or like a jester. I do like its special move, Flower Trick. It crits every single time. It's a pretty, I believe it's like 70 base power, 80 base power around that damage output. I do love like it snaps its fingers and like the flower hits the opponent. It's really cool. I had to grow on me when I first saw it evolve, but I really do like it. I really like the design. I love how in the art right now it's like posed up. I love that. Now for Skeledirge, Skeledirge is insane. Skeledirge is an interesting looking starter. Like it's a fire alligator with a little bird on its head. I think that's very clever. A very clever design for a starter. I'm gonna go with also A tier. It's pretty solid. I do like the cry as well. It sounds so menacing. It sounds like a trumpet or like a horn going off. It's a really cool Pokemon, and I really do like uh, its special move, Torch Song. It increases its special attack every time you use it, which is insane. Um, it's really cool. It's a really cool looking Pokemon. I do like Fuecoco's uh, evolution line, and also do like Masquerada's evolution line, or Spaghettito's evolution line as well. Those are pretty cool starters. Quaquaval, you're killing me here. But next one on the list is Blastoise. Blastoise is a pretty solid starter. Honestly, most of these starters are A tier. You know, like this, like look at this. Um, like it's a Gen 1. It's a Gen 1 Pokemon, which you know people have mixed opinions with Gen 1. But I'm gonna say this: Blastoise is really cool. It's a big blue turtle with two cannons that shoot out high pressure water. And every single time I see it, like in the anime or like in those spin-off shows, it's always so cool. Like if you I think it's in, was it Pokemon Origins? Is it Pokemon Origins where we follow Red? And like he fights Gary's Blastoise with his Charizard. That Blastoise was so cool. It made me like Blastoise a lot more. Like if I did this tier list like a couple years back, I would have put Blastoise maybe like in B tier. But it's pretty solid. I love how tanky it is. I don't know, the design is simple. It's just a turtle with cannons on its back, but it works. Next one on the list is Pikachu and Eevee. I don't really like. I like Pikachu. I like Eevee. However, I don't see them as starters. Like they're everyday Pokemon you could find like in the forest of like any region. You know what I'm saying? Or like in tall grass. But I'm gonna put them in a solid B tier because, you know, like they're not as bad as, they're not D tier, they're not F tier. There's they're like C tier and B, like around there. I mean, they're both cute. I'm gonna say I do like them. I may change that. Meganium. Oof, Meganium is definitely a C tier. Definitely C tier. I do like his design. I do like how when Chikorita evolves, it gains a flower, or it gains like buds, and then when it goes into Meganium, it actually has a flower on its neck. I love how it's based off like a prehistoric, I believe like a long necked dinosaur, I believe. And it's a beautiful design, but comparing it to other starters, it's pretty lackluster. It's just a green noodle with a flower on its neck. So I'm gonna keep it in C tier. Yeah. Now it's for Typhlosion. Oh my god, Typhlosion. Typhlosion is A tier. If Hisuian Typhlosion is S tier, this gotta be A tier. I always love Typhlosion. It's a simple like honey badger with a fire around its neck, but it always works. Always works for me. Now for Alligator. Oh man, for Alligator is really cool too. I'm gonna put it right in front of Cinderace. Yeah, for Alligator, it's a blue gator. It's pretty basic. It's a pretty basic design. Like, they didn't really need to do a lot for it. It's a water type alligator. That enough said, you know? And now for our final starter on this tier list, Sceptile. Sceptile is S tier. Oh man, like I would always pick was it Trico in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Those are the games that I played. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. It's so good with Leaf Blade. Like once you get Leaf Blade on, I believe, Grovyle, like you're good. You're all set. And like, oh man, it's such a good design. Such a good design. Oh man, like this. All right, now dang, I'm just like geeking out over these starters. But yeah, this is my my final starter Pokemon tier list. Um, yeah, this is it. Let's see if I can change anything. If I were to change anything, um, hmm, hmm. If I were to change anything, I would honestly, hmm. You know what? Screw what I said about these two. They're F tier because they're Pokemon that you can find anywhere. You know, like they're not that hard to find. Maybe in Let's Go, like actually no, even in Let's Go you could find other Pikachu's and Eevees, right? Um, yeah, like I do like Pikachu and Eevee, but like for starters, I don't see them as starters. They're not like they're not unique enough to be a starter, in my opinion. Um, what else? Hmm. Hmm. I think this is a solid tier list. Yeah, I think this is all. I mean, for my favorite starter though, what would be my favorite starter? Um, Infernape. Infernape is definitely my favorite starter. Just because of like the memories that I have watching the anime and seeing Ash's Chimchar just grow and become like the best Pokemon that he's ever had, besides Greninja. But yeah, like I think Infernape is my favorite starter, and my least favorite, without counting these two, it's it's gotta be Delphox. Delphox sucks. Like I don't like it. I do like Fennekin. I sort of like was it Braixen? But that's when I realized, oh man, it's gonna be on all fours and like I don't like it, you know? Like I don't know, I just don't like the like they could have done so much with like the design because it's a witch fox, and like I don't know, like if I were to design Delphox, I would have had like a like from like I would have kept Fennekin like as is, Braixen as is, but I would have changed instead of having the stick evolve into a slightly bigger stick. I would have had a whole broomstick that had like fire coming out of it, and then it would like it would hit opponents with the big broomstick, you know, and it would like flip it like a bow staff, and then like you know cast spells with it like a big staff, and then it would have like a very long like witch hat, and like I feel like the color of it would be like a darker shade of red and like a brighter orange. That's how I would have made it. It would have been a lot more vibrant and it would be a lot cooler. Um, but yeah, I think my starter tier list is okay. I like it, but tell me if you like it. Tell me if you like my tier list, and tell me what you would have changed and what is your favorite starter Pokemon. Leave a comment down below. Yeah, leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. But yeah, that'll be it for me. See you in the next video. Peace.